KGCI Real Estate on Air. I'm Ian Wheatley. We are at the Miami Beach Convention Center. We are here for eXpCON in Miami, and we are joined by Wendy Forsythe, the Chief Marketing Officer here at eXp Realty, and she's going to be sharing with us all the goods. Wendy, thanks for popping by to KGCI Real Estate on Air.
My pleasure. I'm excited to be here.
So this is a lot of fun. The events like these, before we get to the business of it all and all that's happened, for an event like this, for agents that are sometimes they're separated by distance, they're separated by technology, for agents that are here in the United States and Canada, all around the world, you have these live events, and you started with one, and now it's up to 3.
It's up to 4.
It's up to 4?
Well, in 2026, one of the announcements we made today, actually.
Oh,
we'll get to that.
Sneak peek. Why are these events so important?
They're important to bring people together in person. There is the experience of in real life, right? That you just don't get that these events provide. So that is the magic of being together in one spot that is happening right outside of the walls here,
right,
that, is not being picked up because of the soundproof walls, but we can hear banging music and people talking and people sharing and networking, and that is how relationships happen. There's a magic when you are face to face, eye to eye, and that is just the community that is strengthened from events like this.
And there is an incredible culture. Like it's so fun. So I lovingly call this space my fishbowl, the KGCI fishbowl, because I get to see everything that happens outside of these windows. And what is so fun is you see agents who are absolutely perfect strangers. One of them is trying to record some video, then the other one comes over and says, "You need some help? I can."
You get to see it all.
I get to see it all, and then they help each other, and then they give each other a high five, and they go their separate ways.
Yes.
And I don't know if I've seen just that level of just organic, natural collaboration really at any other conference. I've been to political conferences and conventions. I've been to other industry conventions. I don't see that anywhere other than here at eXpCON.
Well, and it goes back to your question of it's one of the things that happens when people come together, and particularly when our community comes together, because our community is building relationship all the time when we're apart. So we're doing it in world, we're doing it in our social platforms, we're doing it all kinds of ways, but we're not doing it in the same physical place. So when we come together in real life in the same physical place, we see each other, and, we're in the hallway, we're in the expo hall. And yes, of course, there's a high five, there's a hug, there's a take my photo. There is there's a group dynamic there. There's a familiarity there because we feel like we know each other. We feel like we are familiar with each other. We are a community. We are a collective of people together here at eXp, helping each other, building towards a life and collective dreams that are part of the eXp community.
Now, one of the things that we have to talk about is obviously, I know I'm having a hard time keeping up with all of the announcements, everything that, this is also me speaking as an eXp Realty agent. Like, there's a lot that happens at eXpCON that if you are not here, you miss out on. So, we have obviously agents that, if folks are listening to KGCI Real Estate on Air right now, I can tell you I've got maybe like 2 people that are listening in maybe the state of Florida, but most of that listening is obviously not happening here because we have agents that are tuning in. They want to know what they need to know that happened here at eXpCON for one reason or another. They couldn't be here. So, ma'am, what are some of these key things that we eXp Realty agents really need to know if we weren't quite here?
Yeah, well, let's talk about some of the things that we announced today.
Okay.
So we just teased in part of our conversation already, eXpCONs in 2026. So in 2026, for the first time ever, we are going to have 4 eXpCONs across the globe. The first one happening in February, eXpCON South Africa in Cape Town, South Africa. Then we're heading to Canada, eXpCON Vancouver in April in Canada. Then we're heading over to Europe, eXpCON in Europe happening in Paris in July.
Lovely.
Then back here to the US in October, we'll be in Salt Lake City.
Oh, Salt Lake.
Salt Lake.
Switching it up.
That is our eXpCON here in US next year in Salt Lake City.
I got to be honest with you, ma'am. So I'm a creature of the Northeast, right? So when I come to Miami in October, it gets a little steamy. Utah sounds a lot better.
No more Miami humidity next year. We're going to be in beautiful Salt Lake City.
Yeah. Utah sounds great in October.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
So that's super exciting because it also kind of shifts it out, right? Because again, I'm on the East Coast. It's very easy for me to get to Miami, right? We also have agents that are, out on the West Coast. Salt Lake seems a lot easier for them to get to, but also for the agents that are kind of in that middle portion of the country, whether they're in Canada or the US. Yeah, Salt Lake City makes a whole lot of sense for them to be able to get to, especially if they've had issues in the past trying to get to these live events.
Yeah. Salt Lake City is a great location. We're very excited about it. So that was an announcement we made today. Want to know some more announcements?
Oh, I want to know all of the announcements.
Okay, let's talk about another announcement. So one of the questions that agents ask us a lot is what you just said. You said, as an agent, there is so much at eXp that I have available to me. How do I keep track of it all? How do I know where it all is? Where do I find all of the information, all of the tools, all of the resources, all of the training, all of the things? Well, today we announced a new tool called Mira.
Mira,
M-I-R-A.
All right.
And Mira is your new AI-powered business assistant.
Oh,
and
tell me more.
All you'll have to do is download Mira, and we'll include the information on that. In fact, there's already an email in your inboxes.
I think I saw that email from Leo in my agent email. Yes,
there's already an email in your inboxes, but you can download Mira onto your phone and speak to Mira just like you would Siri. If you think of like how you talk to Siri or how you talk to Alexa, Mira works exactly the same way. So you can say to Mira, like, hey Mira, like how much more business do I need to do to reach my cap? Hey Mira, how many people are in my rev share organization? Hey Mira, what documents do I need on my transaction on 123 Main Street? Hey Mira, like when is my next closing? Hey Mira, like how much production have I done this year? Any question about your business that you may have, you can ask Mira and she will answer that for you.
So is that tied up into some of the agents' transaction infrastructure?
Yes.
I think SkySlope I've heard thrown around a couple of times.
Any data that is in my eXp,
Okay.
Mira is pulling all of that information.
So
Mira is actually pulling information everywhere in our ecosystem to pulling it into one spot to answer the question for you. So you could say, hey, Mira, when is the next Fast Cap program? And Mira would tell you the answer to that. So you don't need to go to university and the calendar and 4 clicks of the button to try to find that information. You just ask Mira.
That's incredible.
Right? So all in one spot in the palm of your hand. Mira is your AI business assistant.
I have so many questions for Mira.
I have so many questions for Mira. So we are super excited about Mira. So you guys are all going to want to go download Mira and start using her to help make your business easier and save you time.
Is there anything that could possibly top Mira in the announcements?
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty excited about Mira. That's why I went to Mira right away. But there is possibly one other announcement that I think might be as exciting as Mira.
All righty.
And that is the announcement that I'm going to tell you what it is, but let me take you on a journey to get there.
I'm all about a good storytelling session.
If you remember, unfortunately, Meta, so Facebook, made an announcement that told us that workplace was going away. Right?
That was a sad day.
That was a day For sure. And of course, nothing we could do about that, right? That wasn't anything we could do, but we all used Workplace rather extensively.
I loved it.
We all did. And, we started off our conversation talking about the importance of community and collaboration and how all across the globe, we as eXp agents, communicate and build relationship with one another. And Workplace was a big part of how we did that. So when Workplace went away, we felt that we started to miss Workplace right away.
Right. It was right away as an agent, right? As an agent, there were groups that I was in where I would get insights and information and I could peruse it at will and it wasn't overwhelmed in a feed. And also just getting in touch with, the state broker or the transaction. Like there was a lot.
All those things. So we did a lot of due diligence and tried to find a replacement, and we went with Slack as a replacement, and Slack just isn't cutting it.
It has its strengths and weaknesses. It really does.
It does.
But what it lacked for me was, right, it's I can communicate with all the people, right? Mm-hmm. The people that I needed to communicate in Workplace, I can communicate with them in Slack, and it works brilliantly for that. But in terms of getting the information from the brokerage about key announcements, big things that are happening, things I need to know, that's been a struggle. That's been a little
struggle. And those groups and that sort of like community part of things. So about 45 days ago, Glenn Sanford heard all of that feedback, and we've been sharing all of that feedback with him. And we were at a top agent mastermind in Scottsdale, and he was getting that feedback. And of course, vibe coding and AI has just changed the world.
Yes.
And Glenn said, I think that we can vibe code using a particular tool called Lovable and build a replacement for Workplace that will bring back some of those features of Workplace that we have been missing, that Slack hasn't been able to replace. Mm-hmm. And we announced today a tool called The Hub.
The Hub.
That is bringing back that community feel that we've been missing from Workplace.
There's a little birdie that told me, that birdie may or may not have been Mr. Glenn Sanford, that there is a little player for KGCI Real Estate on air as part of this hub.
Right on air. You guys are right in the left-hand navigation. We have KGCI on air right there playing right now. You can hear this like at this moment.
And I'm going to paraphrase a little bit, but I believe he said something along the lines of, on this particular page, this is the most important button that's here. And I went, oh, he stole my heart.
Near and dear to his heart.
Oh, but, I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it.
The hub got announced today. Now, keep in mind, the hub is in beta. Mm-hmm. So this is like a living, breathing, beta growing, application.
Yes.
But it is available to all of us. You can log in today. It's hub.exprealty.com. You do need to set up a profile with your eXpRealty.com email address to get in.
Okay.
But you can go in, you can start to message in there. You can start to post in there like you did on Workplace. You can start to build groups in there. You can join groups in there. You will find your state groups in there. You'll find all of the things you had in there before. You will see those groups and those connections start to get rebuilt. Keep in mind, we got to be patient because we regroup. We got to rebuild some of those things that we had in Workplace, but you're seeing those things get rebuilt in there. And you're going to see some new things like KGCI in the left-hand navigation. You'll also see that we have languages built for all of our countries across the globe in there. So all of our various countries are hugely excited because global connection is something that we didn't really have through Workplace. Mm-hmm. So instantly from launch and from beta, we're already one-upping what we had in Workplace. So I think between Mira and the hub, like those are two pretty big announcements from today here at eXpCON.
I can't imagine that there's going to be anything else that's going to top that. Is there anything that agents need to be on the lookout for as we move through the rest of eXpCON?
I mean, we made some other great announcements today. So for all our luxury agents, we made the announcement of eXp Luxury Sports and Entertainment. So if you're looking to add an additional specialization into your business and you're a luxury agent and you work in the sports and entertainment sector of the market, you're going to want to find out about our sports and entertainment division. So that was pretty cool. So that was another announcement that we made today that you'll want to know more about. And there's still more announcements to come, but I can't share all of them all at once.
Well, no, it's going to be information overwhelm.
It is, but I think those are some pretty big ones.
Those are some pretty good ones. So for agents that are listening in, eXp Realty agents specifically, right? They're listening in here on KGCI Real Estate on Air as we are broadcasting for the Miami Beach Convention Center here from eXpCON. Where should they be checking for all the latest announcements? Is that the new hub?
They can go to the new hub. Definitely go to your exp.com emails because we are sending out emails with updates each day from everything that's happening here at eXpCON. Listen each Friday to Big Agent Meeting. So
yes.
BAM on Friday morning.
I do love that Big Agent Meeting every Friday.
So got to give BAM a plug. We'll have updates this Friday morning and the following Friday morning with updates. So make sure you're listening in on BAM. Then make sure you're listening or you're reading your state broker newsletters that get sent out each week. So lots of different ways that you can connect and follow along on social media. Follow along Instagram in particular, our brand Instagram account at eXp Realty, my Instagram account at brand Wendy, and Leo Perea's Instagram account at Leo Perea. We're giving you all the kinds of behind the scenes access to what's happening here to follow those 3 Instagram accounts.
And it's been fun to have a peek behind the curtain. Wendy Forsythe, the Chief Marketing Officer here at eXp Realty. Thanks for popping by to KGCI Real Estate on Air.
Thank you so much for having me.